What's up, guys? This is a data recovery. This is going to be a data recovery video. I'm just looking for my connector here. Can't find it. Alright, so this is an iPhone 5S, and I have not looked at it yet. I just pulled it out of the bag. He just sent a logic board, and it looks like it's it looks like it's water damaged. Red sticker, and I have no info on it aside from they need data. So let's just go over. I'm going to kind of show you what I do to start the data recovery process. First thing I always do is inspect the board with my eyes, always. So it looks like somebody soldered the shields already. Everything looks pretty clean, actually. I'm not sure if they did ultrasonic cleaning or not, but there doesn't look to be too much issues with it initially. And let's see. I don't see anything really. I mean, nothing here. Nothing here. That's a good sign. All is good. All is good. So what is wrong with this damn thing? I hope it's not stuck in recovery mode or something like that. If it's stuck in recovery mode, then I hate those. I don't see anything here, man. Okay, so let's just check for short on VCC main first. That's kind of like always my second step. So I'm pretty sure this is VCC main on the 5S. I'm not positive, but well, there's no short on VCC main unless I'm mistaken here. Let's double check. Nope. Where's VCC main? Okay, so the backlight is here, so it's got to be one of these, right? Yeah, okay. So, let's check again. And we can probably poke around a little bit too on you know, the backlight system area. So, I think it is this one. Nope, no short. All right. Interesting. Okay, so I'm just poking around to see if we can find a short somewhere. I don't see any shorts anywhere. So let's just, and then we'll go to diode mode and test the LCD connector here, because it's almost always like display or LCD related. Display or backlight related, almost always. So I'm just gonna do diode mode and just kind of go through. I think maybe this one starts it. So this one says OL 0.62, 0.32, 0.5. So basically, when I'm doing diode mode, I don't know the exact readings in my head, okay? But I do know this. I do know that if it's OL and it shouldn't be OL, then we got a problem. If it's 0.1 where it should be 0.4, it should be a problem. So I'm really looking for low voltage drops across these lines, and then, you know, the ones that say OL, I'm going to note, and then I'm going to go back to the drawing, or, you know, if it's shorted 0, then I'm going to note that, and then I'm going to go back and compare it to a known good board, you know. So I don't really care what the values are, really. I'm really looking for OL shorted, and that is that. So the only thing that kind of stands out to me right now is this one right here. I don't think this should be. Oh, actually, I know I'm getting something now. 141. Okay. So this must be the power negative line. Okay, that's why I wasn't getting something initially. Okay. So I mean, it all looks good. This one's OL, so let's just check to see what it looks like. And whether or not, you know, we're supposed to get something here. Page touch, okay. So maybe the touch doesn't work on this thing or something, or because that probably shouldn't be OL. I don't suspect. All right. So let's just plug this sucker in and we'll go from there. Got 10 million power flexes. I can't find one. Okay, so let's see if we get an image. at all. I don't even know if the screen works because I tested it yesterday and it didn't work. Do you have 5S screen over there? No? Alright, let me pause this and let me go get a 5S screen. Alright, so not a whole lot to this. You plug in the LCD, plug in the charge port, known good battery, and then so I plug it into my ammeter, USB ammeter first to see if it's drawing anything, and it is not. Nothing. Okay, so charging issue, at least. Now what I'm going to do is plug my DC power supply into it and see if it's drawing any power from the battery. If it is, then I've kind of isolated my problem because it will be something charging related. So let me see if I can get something going here. So I set my power supply to 4.2 volts, plug in my battery, and then I'm going to push the power button. There it goes. It's drawn 0.23 amps. So that is what we call fun times. That is what we call fun times. Alright, so what happened here? I don't see any image at all. I'm going to plug my data cable into it, see if it's in recovery mode or not. And it's just a constant 0.23, 0.4 volts. I'm sorry, 0.24. So these are a pain in the butt. Okay, so it doesn't recognize the charger, constant 0.24, just on the battery. No pull from. Okay, so there we have it. Let's and it looked like the display is fine, display system, because I checked in diode mode and all was good. So let's go back to the scope here. So now what I'm going to do is let's see. Let's trace the source of the incoming power. Okay, so it could be one of several things in my mind right now. My guess right now is probably charging related, PMIC, TriStar, Tigris. So, but what we're going to do first is let's just look for these I2C lines and let's just get some diode mode readings of them. So that's one I2C line. And let's see where we can, okay, so we can test it there. So these two resistors over here, we can check it. Alright. Okay, so those 2 points right there. So we're going to go to the back of the logic board here, and then we're just going to check these two. And if you look at it, these two I2C lines, you know, they lead to Tigris charge port, and it would make sense. Phone call. Alright, so where was I? I'm going to measure these I2C lines here. Diode mode. I believe it's those. I believe it is right below that. Okay, so they're covered in stuff. Okay. So it looks like it is. Looks like it's these right here. Well, this one's already like kind of jacked up a little bit. No, maybe not. Alright, anyways, let's just measure them real quick. Outside, 0.49, 0.45, 0.49. Why are they not the same? 0.49 and 0.45. And this should be ground. Or, I'm sorry, this 1.8 volt. So this side is not the same as this side. Okay, so let's get a donor board and let's take a look. We have a 5S board here? Yeah. I gotta look for my 5S donor board. All these boards, and I don't have stuff. One of these days I'm gonna get organized. Thanks. Alright, so alright, this looks pretty clean. Okay, so this is actually this is a 5. Okay. Here you go, here's a 5S board, and let's just check these I2C lines. And let's see what we get. That's not good. This one's shorted. Okay, hold on a sec. This one's 0.424, and then this one's shorted. So maybe that's why this one was in our junk pile. Oh, okay, here you go. All this stuff. Makes sense. Let me try one more. Oh, this one, okay. Oh, man. I gotta desolder the shield. Alright, 2 seconds. You're gonna hear some strange sounds, but that's just me desoldering the shield on this donor board. Come on. Could probably use a good 5S donor board. This one's crap. Holy moly. Alright, let's just see what we get. I just did half of it. Just for testing purposes. This one's jacked up. But let's see what we get. Oh. Okay. Let's see. 0.425. 0.395. Okay, so maybe it's correct that it's just supposed to be a little bit lower or something. I don't know. .49. 0.45. Okay. So where do we even go with this one? Doesn't boot. Doesn't recognize the charger. And the board looks clean. Clean as a whistle. I mean, it doesn't look like any water got into it. Barely. Although that looks like it's been replaced or something. So I think maybe in this instance, I think we just go with maybe TriStar, I think. So there is no Tigris on this, actually. The PMIC is Tigris. I think they did it after. They put Tigris in here after the 5S. I mean, this all looks really good. I mean, I don't see anything wrong. Nothing. Alright, let's just, is there long screen damage? No. Negative and negative, okay. So let's just replace TriStar. Fun, fun, fun. Fun, fun, fun. Time of your life. You know what? Let's nudge this a little bit. Nope. I know this is not TriStar, but I want to make sure I don't overheat this puppy. So I'll have to replace it later. There you go. Careful with this thing because it's glass. I'm actually going to direct heat this way. Oh, okay. Okay, so not a whole lot to this. I'm gonna put this back while I still can. Probably not needed for data recovery, but easy enough. Okay, so while we have TriStar off, let's go to diode mode again and start testing some of these pads, okay? And let's see what we got. So this is OL 0131.795 OL 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 OL. I'm just looking for something unusual. Oh, yeah, I got the wrong side on the wrong tip. Dang it. I gotta redo this. 495. There you go. That's better. Shorted. Okay. Remember, red goes to ground. Unless it's a power negative line. I think after the first 3 rows, I think like it repeats itself, like TriStar. So I think you really just need to. This is where all the data lines are. Okay, so I think this will start repeating itself. So maybe not. So I'm just kind of going around here and you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm basically just looking for something abnormal. And when I say abnormal, I mean something that is like 0.1, you know, close to 0, but not really 0. So let's just make sure that we have the correct round points on this. Oh, so 1, 2, 3. Those are the only ones that should be 0. And I think that's probably the only ones I got that were 0. I think. I don't think anything else was 0, from what I remember at least. Yeah, so I think that's good. So I think we're just going to replace TriStar. And, let's see. Let's just use a new one. TriStar, here we go. I'm like using a brand new A3 610 A3B for something for data recovery, especially not knowing if it's going to fix it or not, but for this video, we will just do it for time-saving purposes. Pretty sure it's lower right. Yes. Okay. So let's just do it. It's tight yet? Okay. Let's do this. Alright. That is that. I probably should have waited a little bit before I dumped it like that. But that looks pretty good. So let's just wait for it to cool down a little bit. Alright, okay, let's try it. So I'm not even going to plug it in now. I'm just going to, let's see, how am I going to do this? I guess I have to plug it in. So I need the power button. So plug in the DC power supply, turn it on. So now it's going from 0.9, 0.1, 0.18, 0.57. Okay, that's good. 0.21. If it gets to like 1 amp, then I think it's a success. Oh, we're good. I think it was just a TriStar. So let's plug a screen into it. I think we're golden grams here. This is unlike me that, well, hold on, I better not talk until I actually get it working. So I'm actually going to plug into my ammeter now, see if it's drawing anything. That would be a negative. So it's still not really drawing anything, so that kind of sucks. But I know that it was working on my, pretty sure it was booting up on this right here, so let's plug the battery back in. I don't know why it's not taking charge, but let's do this, alright? Oh, Apple logo, haha, booyah. How you like that, huh? How about that? I'm going to plug my pink cord into this is my computer cord here. I got a feeling that it's still not going to recognize the charging cable. But it's definitely going to boot. So, it could just be my cord here. Boom! Passcode. Uh-oh. Hold up. It's a little bit light, but I can definitely see the passcode. Let me type the passcode. Nope. Ah! He gave me the wrong passcode. Bastard. It's gonna. That's my third attempt. Okay, I can't do any more. All right. So failure, but you can see. Can you see the passcode? Yeah. Can you see the passcode screen? You see it? Okay. So, but iTunes doesn't recognize it, so we still have an issue here. But if we can get access to it, then maybe, you know, this could just be my charge port. Who knows? So I can just get another charge port and see what happens. But we have touch and we have image. We just need the third part, or fourth part. First part is power. Power, touch, image. Last part would be, you know, getting the PC to recognize it. If not, you know, hopefully we can iCloud this sucker or something like that, and have them back it up via iCloud. So I'm just gonna say, until I can get this passcode, I'm just gonna say that this is done. And I will come back to it if for some reason I couldn't get the data off and something happened to it. All right, but this is golden grams, and I'm gonna plug my my data recovery course one more time. When I say my, I mean Tom's data recovery course one more time. All right. So data recovery. All right. Let's go back to my website, Microsoldering.com. Click on store, online courses. Online courses, scroll down. We're going to add more stuff to the store soon, by the way. Just stuff that I love using and I can't really get easily. Anyways, third course, Micro Soldering Data Recovery, Dead iPhone. Buy at Udemy. And you are in business. Discounted to $100 for a limited time. Buy through our course. Buy through our site. If you don't buy through our site, then you're going to have to pay $200. Anyways, we go in depth about data recovery. You can watch my videos as well. You know, I'm going to make some more and more data recovery videos in the near future here. But what this course gives you that YouTube doesn't give you is it gives you a place where you can, you know, it's like A to Z basically. You know, A to Z step-by-step instructions on data recovery. You know, from a micro soldering perspective. And you're not going to get that from YouTube. You know, you're going to have to. In YouTube, you're gonna have to you got to search for it. I mean, that's what it comes down to. You know, I mean, what Louis Rossman talks about, or even Jessa talks about today, is not going to be the same as what what they talked about, you know, a month ago. You know, and for you to go back to YouTube, search all the old videos. I mean, it's just a pain in the butt, right? I know. All you want is one place to get all the information, and that's what Udemy gives us, is one place to get to teach you data recovery. So we welcome the feedback. Just let us know if you have any questions. Support at microsoldering.com. All right, take care.